Please do not feed the animals. Now this is amazing. This was put here in the 80s, and it's still here. If you look in the back here in this aisle, you can think of a young kid walking down here and being able to see a moose, an antelope, a deer. The bears were kept in cages. The mountain lions were kept in cages. But we had a problem. We got some grizzly bears in, and they literally tore the cage up, and they climbed this tree right here, this large cottonwood that you see. I went to the Michael Kellner Foundation. I said, I need help. I can't hold the bears in the bear cages.
Well, Vince came to us and said, we need to do something about the rehabilitation center on Custer Avenue. He sort of started, and then we began to realize that it was more about not only just the rehab, but the opportunity to educate people about how the bears ended up there in the first place, what we could be doing differently. It was the dream, and we could all see it in our minds, and we knew what this place could eventually be. They have really done a fabulous job. It's amazing. It was huge. It was a huge leap of faith for us. We're a very small organization with a lot of really dedicated individuals.
Oh boy. There's a lot of different things there. The impetus of it originally was to care for, rehab, and reintroduce, but it's just natural that the education comes on the heels of that. And we were blessed with this historic, great big empty building that we were smart enough to acquire before somebody built some sort of subdivision down here.
This old building was a foundry. When they first bought the building, they had to remove the toxic material and all.
Arsenic in the soil, asbestos wrapped pipes. You know, there used to be pigeons flying all over.
I used to come out and catch pigeons in this building for my birds at home.
Truly, you just don't take on a historic building without realizing that, you know, the plumbing's out of whack, the wiring is out of whack.
Anytime you do a remodel.
Yeah, I mean,
even though this is a public facility, there's little private reminders all around of the people who helped make it a reality.
During the process, we had to have some personal pledges made, if you remember, where, you know, if this thing didn't fly, there were board members that were personally, financially responsible for a fairly significant sum of money.
It was a public-private partnership, and we could not have in any way, shape, or form dreamed about or ever accomplished what's out here without the private sector and all of the really generous people within the city of Helena and the state of Montana and beyond.
Yeah.
People who just love Montana.
You know, there's something in everybody right here. You can't, it's in part of you. You care, you want to do it. It's what you care about.
And maybe there were scary moments where we thought, gosh, are we ever going to be able to do this? But I don't think anybody ever considered giving up.
No.
No. Never.
To go from where we started to here. Look at this. Look at these bears enjoying themselves in the sun and out. And that was all volunteer. When we talk about people putting their time and effort in. Isn't that fantastic?
Oh, they got scat on the floor.
Where? You know, you drive by here on the weekends and there are cars out here. The place is being utilized. It's everything that we hoped for and dreamed about. The public is coming out and learning about Montana's wildlife and habitat.
I think we can be really proud as a community that we put this thing together, because it's turned out to be a very nice facility, and it's creating an end result that we had hoped for.
So this is for the kids, well, and the big kids too. I think we did this just because we wanted to. We felt it needed to be done for Montana's wildlife and for future generations.
Who knew it would be this? This is passing the baton on. Pretty positive.